Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and welcome to Wednesday. I believe it's the 7th. Let's see. That's 6th, 7th, yeah. Of September, and I don't know about you. Usually Mercury retrograde is not bad for me. New moons are a little hard. Full moons not so much. But let me tell you, everything's glitchy. So this Mercury retrograde may be a little different than other Mercury retrogrades. It's just, you know, anything technological. All my cameras, my microphones, my editing software, everything has been glitchy. Just glitchy. So, don't know if you're experiencing that, but it is what it is. I'm going to get through it. So I just feel glitchy is kind of the word that's describing the energy we're in. It's almost like just what I'm feeling, and is that people that are light workers are kind of being separated from lower vibration, lower density entities. In situations, it's almost like you're just being removed, and even though you are still interacting, you're just interacting on a very surface level, and it's almost like your energy is, you're being sequestered. It feels like light workers are being sequestered away from some heavy, denser energies. Let me know if you're experiencing that. But you might see a lot of things kind of leaving your life or changing, big transformations, big towers, but they're all positive. On the face of them, they're somewhat disruptive, but when you step back and look at the kind of the highest, greatest good of the situation, it's always to sequester you from lower density. So that's just what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling. It kind of makes sense. Playing it safe. We've already seen this card. That was Divine Masculine card on Monday. Playing it safe. This is an intention card. And it's just like, maybe that's what we're being sequestered from, you know, and optimism. Okay, consciousness. Yeah, these are two feminine energies. This is, and you can see there's all kinds of little fireworks back here. That's the drama. It's almost like you're just being sequestered away from the drama. She's wearing an anklet. I wear an anklet, so if that means anything to you. But here, then she's looking out over a fresh landscape with optimism, knowing that what is happening is in the highest and greatest good. So it just feels like from now until the end of the year. I'm sorry. But it just feels like light workers, light beings, people who've done all of their work are now being sequestered from lower density energies for protection. And so that we can, it's almost like that we're constructing a new grid, and I don't know, just, I mean, like a new energetic grid to overlay over the earth. Surrendering to the journey, release control. It's like Six of Swords energy. This is all orchestrated by the divine for the highest and greatest good. And rejuvenating rain. Clear the past, heal the present. Yep. This makes perfect sense. We are being protected. If you've done your work, if you're a light worker, and you've been doing light work, you are being protected, because it feels like the lower density is unraveling, and unraveling fast. And what that is doing now is creating this energetic dynamic that you, as a light being, need to be protected from. That's just what I'm feeling. So happy, wonderful Wednesday. So it's divinely orchestrated. You are divinely protected. As long as you don't get sucked back into the quagmire, and you'll know when you're being sucked back in, because your energy will be very much pulling away. You'll be repelled. I don't want to say repulsed, but you're going to be repelled by the lower density energies. So this is for your protection. You need to do some protection rituals, you know, clear your intentions, make sure everything that you're doing is in the highest and greatest good. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Stability, be very grounded. The Devil. Yep. And the King of Swords. Okay. Be very clear, very grounded. Here you have Earth energy, this 10 of Pentacles, which is, to me, abundance, and it's a form of protection. And then you have, in the earthly realm, and then you have the King of Swords, who is turning his back on this devil, who is clear, decisive, and not engaging in this. Both of these figures have their backs turned to this devil. So that tells me that it is definitely an energy that needs to be avoided. Move on into calmer waters. Stay calm. But there seems to be some turbulence, maybe with this full moon. King of Cups. Emotionally detached. This has something to do with an emotional issue. And here we have the Hangman in the challenge position. Okay, so we have 2 kings on the table and 1 queen. So this could be a third-party situation that's about to broil over. And don't get into the toxicity of it. This could be a lot of things. So please take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. But this is something that you need to stay emotionally detached from. Don't get into the, you know, the deep, dark emotions of it. It's, you're being protected, but you have free will. And if you choose to sink back into the quagmire, you know, the universe can't really stop you. But you're supposed to be in this high vibration, optimism, realize you're being protected, but the shit's going to hit the fan here shortly. And it has to do with something that's toxic in your life. And this is the 8 of Pentacles. Could involve work. It could involve something that you've worked hard on. Could be something in the 3D that you have worked hard on that you might have to let go of. But ultimately, you need to see this from the perspective of this situation is making itself known so that you can address it, resolve it, and leave it. And there's the Empress. Be in your Empress energy. Bottom, yeah, Ace of Swords. So confirming that all of this is true. Be in your Empress energy. Be emotionally detached, very decisive. This is like business. Just handle it like it's a issue for business. And let's pull from Secrets of the Tarot. That was Shadowscapes, by the way. What else do we need to know? All right, we'll take these 2. 10 of Pentacles again and 7 of Pentacles. This is something that you have invested a lot of time in. Could be a marriage. Queen of Swords. Something you have not released. Something you've not let go of. But what it is you've invested a lot of time, so you kind of feel reticent to let it go. It's something long-term, something that's been in your life for a while. Could be a career that you've invested a lot in. Here's the 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Yep. You need to really realize how much of a burden this has become. We got a lot of 10s on the table, a lot of endings of cycles. And then the Hierophant. And this to me is your spiritual protection. Let's see what else comes through. Let's pull from the Psychic Tarot. Actually, no, let's pull another card from the Quantum Oracle. See what comes out. Maybe we can get some more information. What I'm hearing when I look at that play it safe is keep it safe. Keep yourself safe. You know, stay behind the white picket fence. It's a wild landscape out there. Ooh, Spirit. Angels of the 4 directions. This is stability. As a number 4 card. These are your protective angels. And you need to call upon them to surround you and protect you. Check out Steve Noble's work. He has a YouTube channel. He has some great guided meditations that call upon the angels of the four directions. He's very specific about it, so it feels as though that's something that you're meant to hear. And he does have some protection meditations there. Okay, here we have this cycle, status quo. Yeah, this is something that you feel like you've just maintained the status quo because you've invested so much time in this. And it's comfortable, but now it's no longer comfortable, and you see it from a different perspective, and it's become toxic. It's become controlling. I'm hearing damaging. It's almost like your soul is confined. You can't seem to, suffering in silence. There you go. It feels like you've been suffering in silence. But you've maintained the status quo because that's playing it safe. Moving on. Okay, if that doesn't fit, and then, yeah, there we go. Transformation. Where's that? This is death. And look at the look on her face. It's like a shock. Yeah, it's like time to move on. You can't keep playing it safe. But you do need to protect yourself, because whatever this is some sort of sinister energy in your life. And now you have to identify, this is what this full moon is going to illuminate. And you need to remain optimistic that this is something that has to be surrendered to the journey in order for you to move on. You need to stop suffering in silence. You need to let this end. You need to move on into something that is more spiritually uplifting and free. There we go. Hangman in the upright now. You see it from this different perspective. You've been in this state of pause, suffering in silence, status quo energy. Universe is saying it's time to put an end to it. Protect yourself, though, because it's going to be a shitstorm as you leave this. Yeah, see, there's that 9 of Wands. And the 7 of Pentacles again. The anxiety is the investment. You've been waiting on it to change. You've been waiting on it, whatever it is in your life, you've been waiting for it to motivate the change. That's why you've been sitting in this playing it safe status quo energy. But the universe is telling you now with that King of Swords, Queen of Swords, it might be best if you just make the decision and say, you know, you're going to have to find the courage to make the decision and say, this isn't working for me anymore. There's justice. You're going to have to hold the sword of truth being offered to you by the universe, that they're saying it is time for you to move on. You need to quit playing it safe, but protect yourself, because you're releasing from this lower density energy. That's why it's not working for you anymore, and it's time for you to move on. Yeah, there's going to be some conflict associated with it. Prepare yourself for that and protect yourself from it, because, you know, this is like a business transaction. Don't get over emotional. You're going to have to emotionally detach, make some very rational, well thought out decisions on how best to move on and leave this cycle. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Namaste.